Hey y'all, Faith Kelly and Caswyn here, and well, it's been about a week. You know, it's been about a week since we made a video for y'all. Our homecoming week has been full of many
less than desirable,
full of many colors, and you know, we just wanted to come in here and say hi, and we have some stuff to talk about you, stuff that is the good, the bad, and the ugly of you know, reality.
It's great to see my mom.
Yeah, well, first of all,
Kika,
everything at home is freaking in Ellie, and like everything at home is like, I love where we live, you know, like I love being at home.
Shame on me for drinking a Coors Light though.
Yeah, man, yeah, bad boy. So we have some things to catch up on. First of all, one really cool thing, I want to start on a bright note. Yesterday, I released a new music video for Me Without You, the third song off of Halfway Decent. And for those of you who don't know, who follow, you hiding? This is good. This is good news. We talk about the good thing. So we released a music video.
We made a movie too.
We made a movie. We'll talk about the movie in a second. But Me Without You just came out yesterday. For those of you who don't know, I do have a YouTube channel. It barely has 300 subscribers, but it's where I put all of my Faith Kelly solo music videos.
What I want to know is this: who's my friend because you're my friend, and who's my friend because you think I think just like you?
I'm your friend because
that's what I want to know.
I'm your friend.
I want to know. I want to know who is my friend because they care about me and they like my music and I care about them and I love them, and who cares about me because I think they think that I share their fucked up ideals.
Yeah.
I just want to know.
Comment in the comments below.
Fuck you too.
So comment, no, comment in the section below if. So, anyways, guys, I put out a new music video yesterday. Please go watch it. Hit subscribe on the Faith Kelly channel. We're a little rough today. We've been on a hiatus. It's been kind of a rough homecoming.
I feel like I just got spanked in the ass the whole fucking weekend.
I know.
Like a bad kid.
I know.
You know, it's like, you know.
Why did you go away and have fun for 6 weeks?
Here's the thing, man. No, this is. I'm gonna tell you this. I'm sick and tired of fucking fake friends. Okay. I don't like my fucking face hole anyway. So if you want to unfollow me, fucking unfollow me. If you don't want to unfollow me, keep fucking following me. That's great. I love you. If you don't love me, fuck you. There we go. Perfect. Okay, go ahead.
Fuck off and peace out. No. So this might be a ranty video.
I can love you, even though I think some of your ideals are fucking skewered, but you can't give a shit about the fucking beer I drink.
That person isn't going to watch this anyways. Guaranteed.
Anyway.
None of them actually watch these videos. They don't care to... The people who watch these videos...
I love my friends because I love my friends. I don't care what the fuck they think or how they vote or what color is their favorite.
Or what beer they drink.
Or what beer they drink or what religion they are. I love my friends based on their character. I don't love my friends based on the fact that I have to follow every fucking directive or feeling that they fucking feel. Sorry, I don't.
Yeah. So, with that, we've had a very eventful week. We had to go on a hiatus. It kind of whooped our ass coming home. Last week at the Dale. It was really nice to come home and give our friends hugs.
And I'm sorry I said the F word so many times.
F word does, yeah.
If you watch this video, Mom, I'm sorry.
She gets it. She knows. She gets it.
I got a little hot-head. Okay, my brother Matt used to tell me I was a little hot-headed. And maybe I am. But you know what? It's always with a good reason.
Yeah.
And I am sick and freaking tired of watching my friends tear each other to fucking shreds over bullshit that doesn't matter because you're all going to die anyway. So enjoy your lives. Stop with the bullshit.
Yeah.
Okay? Just learn how to fucking love each other again. And who gives a shit about your agenda and your fucking feelings? That's your thing. I don't care if you feel about my feelings. I can give a fuck what anybody thinks about my feelings.
Yeah.
So I just want everybody to get along. and I want to stop this fucking bullshit of arguing incessantly online and doxing each other and making each other look like shit
and posting pictures
and
that
trying
are
to
ugly,
and trying to just do shit to
out
be
of spite.
just trying to do spiteful shit to each other. Like, knock it the fuck off.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody's cool.
It matters none.
Everybody's fucking cool, and none of it fucking matters.
We drove around the whole country, and
we come home
and
we come home and we get. Okay, I'm okay now.
Okay, just be a lover, not a fighter.
That's what I'm trying to do,
Yeah.
man. I'm trying to do
I
that.
know.
I'm trying to do that. But as soon as we come home to upstate New York, it's like, my feelings, my plan, the way I think. It's like we travel all over the country, dude. We make friends with thousands of people of different backgrounds and different beliefs.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as we get home to the Catskills, it's, me. I'm fucking tired of it. Y'all got to get your shit together. Seriously.
This is not everyone.
Not
this
everybody,
is not
but
everyone.
you know who you are.
If you're watching this, you know who you are.
Exactly. And it's just like, I'm getting sick and tired of watching my good friends, me included, get shit on because they think different than their other friends. Okay, if you want to have a fucking cult, call it a cult. And go get yourself some fucking land somewhere and you can all live together and kumbaya around the fucking fire. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you want to be a fucking community, learn that other people are going to feel different than you once in a while and maybe drink different beer. You know, and don't make them feel like shit because they're not drinking the IPA that you suggest. Although I do love Devil's Path.
I do love Devil's Path. Which, on Monday, it's open mic at the Catskill Brewery, and I'm really looking forward to seeing Shane and Mikey and Richard and
whatever other two people show up.
You don't know. You never know. Yeah. It's
I've invested my heart and soul into this fucking music community for almost a fucking decade now. Okay? Wade and RJ gave me my first fucking gig hosting an open mic. And out of that open mic at Wade and RJ's, this really awesome fucking... I mean, it started at Rafters with Brewster and Molly. Me going to that open mic and meeting people like Richard and Jillian and Callie C-Strand and all these other amazing fucking people. And then Wade and RJ gave me an opportunity to host an open mic at Cabernet Frank's. And, you know, I watched them get hate from their fucking neighbor for a bunch of years to the point where they had to fucking move.
So that's gone.
And now I'm watching this
hate from like the inside out.
This new trend where like all of a sudden everybody has to have a hive mind.
Well, and then there's also venue politics, which is
yeah, you know, and it really sucks. I miss the boys. Okay, I'm gonna put that out there. I'm Cabernet Franks.
Well, yesterday on my...
I'm gonna get emotional in a second.
Rafters.
Dude, Wade and RJ did more for the fucking music community in this area than any other fucking venue. Period. Hands down. Okay? They employed us in the wintertime. They fed us. They bought us drinks. And you know what? Yeah, sure. Every once in a while when you walked in there may have been weird tensions or weird vibes. But you know what? Fucking those two guys...
love music.
Did more for the music community than any other venue around for years. And it's like, you know, what thanks did they get? You know, oh, too bad you closed down.
An
guys.
estate sale that's happening right now, and it's like, it's sad to even look at it.
You know what? Maybe making breakfast sandwiches for truckers isn't such a bad idea. I miss you, Wade and RJ.
Yeah.
And you know what? It fucking sucks, dude. It fucking sucks to have to make believe you're somebody else just to keep a fucking friend. You know what? If you don't like me, unfriend me. I'm sick of it.
Yeah. So.
And on that note, Guy Brewster Smith, fucking bless his soul, just put out a brand new song, and it's been stuck in my head.
It's a great song
for days and days now.
Well, and Brewster used to own Rafters, which is another venue that I'm missing.
Yeah, man.
Like yesterday on my stupid TikTok, it like said like, oh, on your memories, and it was like my first cartwheel video, and it was like all the venue. It was cartwheeling around the Catskills, so it was like before we even went on the first month-long tour.
And I'm seeing these these venues that
just
fed
gone.
us. They fed us. They employed us. They cared about us. They loved us. They nourished our fucking music.
in 2022.
They
the video
they
came
yeah
from.
they nourished our community, and then
So yeah, y'all. And then on top of that, our van didn't pass inspection. So we're a little ripe, and it's up at the end of the month. And the reality is, we got a code, and it's either an exhaust leak, a sensor, stupid little sensor, or it's a new catalytic converter, which we can't afford. And I don't know how we could get a new van. This one's running fucking awesomely, except for that little noise in the background that, you know, Chris said was all right when we were
there's
down
one
in
line in a
Bisbee.
Frank Hurricane song, and it was like, it goes something like, "You don't have to be fastest or PC. So almost everyone is just trying to be free," or something like
Yeah,
that.
that's
Man.
it. Yeah,
Some life is spiritual. You know what?
spiritual. I can't wait to see him tomorrow.
And dude, it's like why can't everybody just get along, even though like maybe we don't agree on all things.
Well, because the funny part is that a lot of people do agree on most things, but it's like, you ever see two people in an argument and they're fighting the same point at each other, and they're just yelling, like they're talking over each other.
Why?
And
Because they watch too much TV.
and
man.
I'm sitting there and I'm like, dude, you're fighting about the same freaking shit.
They watch
You're
too
saying
much
the
TV.
same thing. So
Everybody needs to grow the fuck up and stop acting like they're in high school still. Okay,
it's like middle school.
We're grown ass adults, man. We're grown ass adults, and there's, you know, Generation Z and Generation A watching how we're all acting towards each other.
Sorry, guys.
And how the hell are they supposed to have any sort of semblance of, you know, everybody talks about individuality, but go ahead and try to be an individual. Yeah.
That's what we're trying to do. And sometimes I feel like I get slapped in the face.
It's just like, why can't everybody just fucking get along?
It's music. It's art. It's not that serious. Like, this is like, we're in this community, and oh my God, like, I mean, I take my art seriously, and I take my creation and my work seriously, but it's not that serious. It's not. There's a bunch of us. There's thousands of people doing what we're doing right now.
You know,
and
are you a psychopath? Are you a freaking psychopath when you post on Facebook, "Oh, anybody who doesn't feel the way I feel should have a horrible life and should have suffering, and they should have none of their dreams come true because they don't feel how I feel"? I hope you feel real freaking good about yourself, man.
That's a crazy thing to put out there.
That's a effed up thing to say. You know, to wish ill will or harm against somebody because they don't feel like you do. You better think about that tonight, man.
Although I will say that everyone who watches these videos,
you're a psychopath.
who I know watch these videos.
If you're posting shit like that, you're fucking psychotic.
Everyone who I know who watches these videos, I never see them make a squeak, because you guys are true homies. Like, we know all of our followers. We know all of the people.
I'm saying
who
when
watch.
I'm scrolling through my doom scroll bullshit face hole, and I'm seeing this disgusting stuff.
Which we had more time to do that this week.
I'm seeing this really just nasty shit that people post. You know, well, if you don't feel like I feel, then you can just unfollow me. Mm-hmm. Grow up, dude. Everybody's. You know, I have friends on the left, I have friends on the right, and I have friends in the middle. And guess what? I love them all equally. Mm-hmm. You know, they're all just as fucking beautiful in my eyes as each other. But then you get this one shithead that has to post something like,
one bad apple, and then,
well, if you don't feel like how I feel, then I hope none of your dreams come true, and I hope that you have, I hope you get sick, and I hope you have a horrible life.
Or you get someone who starts trash talking a venue because they can't keep up with an event that's been being thrown there.
That's real.
And it's like, and then everyone starts shit talking the said venue. And it takes one person to go in there and say, "Hey, why are we shit talking this venue? We're all just trying to survive out here."
Yeah.
There's plenty of open mics.
You know, it's like, why are some of my friends acting like, you know, freaking 10th graders, man? You know, it's like, and it makes me want to just go back to Bisbee, Arizona.
Yeah, I know.
The badassery. I miss you, Kevin and Jana. You know, because it's like, what the hell, dude?
But if we don't have a van, we can't get back to Bisbee.
Is there something in the air up here that just makes people want to hate each other?
Woodstock. Peace, love, and happiness.
I'm telling you, man.
Woodstock,
it's not.
69.
You know, my dad's turning in his grave. I have OG friends right now that you know, they socially fought back when it really fucking mattered. Not now over your little social fucking network where you're safe behind your phone screen, but like, you know, out there in the freaking streets. And if they can see what just a pathetically immature mess like a lot of people have become, they would be shaking their heads, man. Because that's not what it's about. It's not about wishing ill will against other human beings because they don't feel the way you feel. I mean, stop and think about that for a second. Are you just depressed and you're taking it out on other people? Like, is your life not going your way, so, you know, you're lashing out? You know, or is it just because, you know, since this person is different than you, and I thought we were supposed to embrace diversity.
Yeah.
You know, isn't that what it's all about? Embrace diversity unless they think differently than you. Sorry, bro, not into it.
It's been a week. And we miss y'all. We miss the road. We miss our tour. We're not going to open mic at the Dale tonight. Just needed a little break. Richard's hosting it, so if you're out there, go say hi to Richard for us. We did have a nice time last week, and it was really nice to see and hug our friends. I guess, what else do we want to talk about here? We released a short film this week called 1111, and we filmed it on tour, and we were very excited about it for the Too Short Suck Film Festival. And
we drove 3,000 miles to get the
well, here's the thing is, as you know, on this channel, we try to keep things...
But I drink Coors Light. We
try to keep things optimistic and positive on this channel, but we also like to be what's the word, open and real, and what's the word I'm looking for? I say it sometimes.
Unfiltered.
Unfiltered, but just we like to be real on this channel. Like, if we're sleeping in the van and we're having a sweaty freaking night, and it's, you know what I mean? Like, some days you're on the beach, and then some days you're sweating your ass off in the van in a truck stop parking lot, and you're like, what the hell? So we're trying to be real here, and the festival was really fun. Arrival, and there was a lot of really good films, but I made this footage leading up to it, did the hair flip and everything, was planning on posting it right afterwards, and basically what happened is, when my film popped up, it got cut off the last 10 seconds, and our film, I didn't mean to say, you know what I mean, but like, when our film popped up, it got cut off the last 10 seconds, and, you know, when it's a 2-minute movie, the last 10 seconds are everything, and it made the movie very awkward and have no ending.
Doesn't matter anyway.
We didn't, it just didn't hit, and it was very embarrassing, and it was very soul crushing and very discouraging, and I went in and I was really high, and I was feeling like, all right, I'm breaking my way back into filmmaking. This is going to be a big, this is going to be awesome. And that moment really just kind of crushed my night. I'm not going to lie. And I love a lot of the people who are involved with that over there. And I know it was a technical error or an editing error, but it really hurt. So I've kind of been dealing with that, and it's been hard for me to come on here and talk to y'all about it since. So we're finally here. We're talking about it. I want to thank everyone who has watched the video. It has about 400 views on this channel. You can go over and see it. It's the last thing we posted. I'm very proud of the film. You know, we shot...
Yeah, you don't have to post any pictures of me because you don't like the beer I drink.
And that made me really upset.
Don't worry, it's okay.
No,
we all got our virtues to signal, bro.
Well, and then instead of posting a picture of us, posting a picture where you can see my panty liner, that's just not cool. Use a little bit of discretion, bro. So I asked to get that removed because that was kind of, that's the kind of spiteful, hurtful things that we're dealing with. And,
these are people that I thought were my friends, man. You know,
I just want to say this is not everyone at New Memories or Pack. This is our experience, and you know, there's a lot of people I really love involved in this, and there's a lot of magic around that night. You know, I remember even Marcus was like, "Oh, we could reshow it," and I was like, "No, dude, it's not about me. It's about the audience. They're having fun." But
this is like, how dare you think you know what I feel or what I believe?
I know, it's just to switch it from that topic.
Yeah,
like,
no, I'm just because I've been thinking about this for a few days.
I know.
Like, who do you think you are? How important of a person do you think you are that you know what I'm thinking or how I feel? Because of a beer.
Because we bought cheap beer to bring and share at a festival.
You gotta check yourself, man.
I do want to say thank you, Adrian, for the Jaeger. That was very nice, and that made my night. But so I have footage from the night, and I'm debating on sharing it in this video because it's become very ranty, and I don't want to put any negativity out there. But this is just our experience. And I do accept I've gotten apologies from everyone at Pack, and I appreciate them. But
I love New Memories, man. Yeah. I love Marcus.
I love Allie.
I love Allie.
Love
I love
Bryson.
Adrian.
Love James. Yeah,
I love Bryson. I love Jane. I love you all, man.
It's
you're
not,
amazing.
yeah, like I said, it's
Drew,
not.
Drewski, you're all amazing fucking people.
Baker.
You're Mike Baker, you're all incredibly talented, incredibly sweet, awesome people. And what you've built there
is amazing.
Is an amazing, magical, awesome place. And you have the best stage in the Catskills right now. And I absolutely love you guys.
So just know that. But man, it was such a fucking stab to my heart. You know, like it was. We put everything into this,
and then to be beer shamed right afterwards.
Well, and no,
that was fucked up.
It was messed up, and
you caused a scene in front of a bunch of people because of your little virtue, and you should be ashamed of yourself. You know who you are.
They're not watching this video.
If you want to apologize, I'll accept it. If you don't, unfriend me, dude.
They're not watching this video, and if you are, you know, thanks.
If you
thanks
are,
for watching.
That's my feelings. So take it or leave it. I lived 52 years of my life without you in it. I'll live another fucking 52 without you in it.
I hope so. That's a good ass life. That's 104.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
My family ages well.
Good. So yeah, y'all. This is the reality of our week coming home, and it's kind of blown. We missed the road. We're debating on what's next here. We really got to see if we can get this van up and running. Well, I mean, it's running. It's fine. The van is fine. Like, but it's if we can't pass inspection, I don't know what we will do, and that is next week. So.
Dude, and how about Gorilla Toss' new song?
It's great.
I kind of, it's funny because it's been going through my head a lot. I can relate to it right now.
We've been toying around with we have some events here in the Catskills. This Saturday we're playing at the Dale. Monday we got the Catskill Brewery, last Monday of the month. Then we're in June.
Sorts of other stuff going on.
And we got our first show at Pelkey's in June, which is going to be super fun. I know we're playing the Creek Bar in the 31st. So there's a lot of fun stuff coming up. We got UFO Fair on June 6th. I'm excited for that. We're going to be doing like costume contest and all this stuff. And there's a lot of good stuff. I had some auditions this week. I got a call back on one of them. It's good. There is good, but man, it's
total vibe kill, dude.
Welcome home.
Big vibe kill.
Fuck you. Like that's kind of what it's felt like. So I'm being real. Like this is.
It's like
transparent. That's what we like to say. We like to be transparent with you guys because you guys are on the journey with us. And if you watched all of our tour videos, you deserve to know what this is. This is part of it. We're debating what to do as far as tour goes. We really ought to get back to Minot.
You know what the fucked up thing is? There's a large group of this music community that wouldn't even know each other if it wasn't for that open mic at Cabernet Frank's. Mm-hmm. Just putting that out there.
A lot of people.
So
there's a lot of people, I'm going to say it bluntly, there's a lot of people who wouldn't know each other in this music scene because of him. Because he showed up. You know, you've been doing this shit. You invited me to open mic. This wouldn't have happened without him inviting me to an open mic.
Then Sarah gave me the opportunity to host an awesome open mic in Mountaindale, and made a bunch of other connections, like magical connections.
Yeah.
And you know what? Now I feel, after this past weekend, that it was all for shit.
It wasn't.
And that's a pretty shitty fucking feeling.
It wasn't. It wasn't all for shit. We got each other.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, magic is like money. It's there and it's gone.
So, yeah, that's where we're at. We're reassessing some things. Not a couple of wanderers is fine. Don't worry about that. We will continue. If we're invited to play a show somewhere, we will show up and we will play to anyone, anywhere, at least once.
We'll play the 2 people in the crowd.
That's not everywhere.
No, that's not when we're on the road. It's only when we're home.
You don't know that. Actually, we've had some pretty banger shows. You know. You know, I say it in my song, you have to let go of what no longer serves you, and that's not always easy. And so we're just reassessing, and we need a soul charge, essentially. We need something to just kind of...
If there's any soul chargers out there, come to the Frank Hurricane Show tomorrow at New Memories.
At 6, because we go first, so...
'Cause I could really use a soul charge, and old Frank's going to do it for me.
No pressure, Frank! So... future talk, because let's, you know, that was this week. Future talk. If the van passes inspection and we don't have to go totally broke to get a new van, because I know we do a lot of touring, but we sleep in a van, we eat boiled eggs.
We don't make any fucking money.
We don't make any money. We came back in the black, essentially. It's like we didn't necessarily go into the red, but we did not come back in the green. We got a cat to feed. We got bills to pay, just like everyone else. Then this is speaking for all musicians. We all, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes people look at musicians as if they're these little fairy creatures who don't have bills to pay and who can just show up, and that it doesn't take much work at all.
It must be so nice
to run an event. It takes a lot of freaking work, and it takes a lot more work to run an open mic than to play a show.
You know, a lot of it is the energy, man. A lot of it is the energy exchange. And sometimes the energy exchange is worth more than the money.
Yeah.
But if you're not feeling the energy exchange, you're like a day stripper, like a Wednesday afternoon day stripper. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but you know, you're not the same.
Yeah, that could be a very lucrative business. I'm just saying, and sometimes it is as the day stripper of rock and roll.
A lot of people take lunch breaks, you know.
A lot of people take lunch breaks.
You know, so it's like, you know, there's that.
So basically, if this van can pass inspection, or if it, I don't know what we'll do if it does not pass inspection. I really don't know.
Outside of Bisbee, I could say one of the most beautiful moments on tour was looking out the window at the Stamp and seeing TJ standing there, and Miss Q showing up, and Sarah,
freaking music scene
and Johan, and all the people that were in there, and Pete up there on the freaking stool at 86 years old dancing in a kilt. You know, that's what I'm talking about, energy exchange, man. So
we didn't make like big rock and roll money from that, but it was like one of the coolest shows on the freaking...
When I saw TJ walk up, I was like, oh shit.
My God, yeah.
You know, he came out to the show, and it was just like, that means the world, dude. You know, aside everything else, that means the world. So when I come home, and it's kind of like lighting a firecracker and waiting for the bang, but all it does is go psst, and you're like, wow.
It's like sex without the orgasm.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to buy a new van next week. So, yeah, y'all, we are trying to figure out what's going on.
You know, one of my most tried and trues, who is so deeply embedded in my heart, besides Richard Travis, of course, Kathy Geary.
Yeah. Kathy, we love you.
Dude, Kathy and
you know
Kevin,
how freaking happy I was when Kathy showed up to Too Short to
I'm gonna
Suck,
start
man?
crying. When she walked in with Kevin,
I'm glad
Too
we
Short
got
to
you in.
Suck, and I got to hug her.
Yeah, that was...
It was like, this is what love feels like.
Yeah.
So...
And,
all
genuine
years,
love.
Yeah, and she met my ma.
Yeah.
You know, through all these years, man, that I've known Kathy
And
Geary.
Kathy Geary is a tried and true. She truly loves the music scene.
She is a hardcore trooper for everybody, dude. And she doesn't, you know, she doesn't
judge.
She doesn't judge, and she doesn't discriminate, and she just loves openly. And Kevin,
oh,
you know, it's like, so I just want to throw out a thank you to Kevin and Kathy for coming out to the Too Short to Suck Film Festival
and supporting us
and giving me that giant hug, and like just always being there for us, man. Like tried and true. So I love you, Kathy and Kevin.
I love you guys. Yeah, I'm trying. It's been a bit of an emotional week. I'm over here looking at this little honeysuckle out the window. Smell that honeysuckle chill. It's like the Catskills don't like high kicks no more.
She gets sad, but I don't get sad. I do have a tendency to get emotional and cry, but
I just get discouraged. What I
get is real. And here's the thing: if you're my friend, I love you. If you're what I call a Merryweather, and you want to just come around when things are merry and good, but then when things aren't merry and good, you know, it's like you get left on red for freaking 2 weeks. Unfriend me. I'm done with it. I love you, Pelkey.
Love you, Pelkey. So yeah, this, we got to figure stuff out.
Well,
I'd like to get to Minot. I'd love to go back. I really, really, really want to go back to Bisbee, but it's on the other side of the country. Got to figure out how to afford it. Got to figure out what's up with this van. One of the things that's up in the air, and I can't say much because I signed an NDA, but I'm in the running for a role that would be shooting in October to November.
Just turn on some heat.
Yeah, and if I did get the role, we couldn't make it to Side Pony, but it's for a movie, so that's kind of cool. It's for an equally as good thing. And if I don't get the role, then hopefully we can go to Side Pony, and I should know that by mid-June. But I did email Steve.
So
hey, Steve.
The doctor looks at me in the hospital the other day, and he goes, "Man, you have been out of town, haven't you? Look at that tan." And I was like, and he held his hand up next to my hand. It was like ghost hand.
I know, dude. Hey, at least we look good. Shit. At least we got tans. Oh my God, it was such a beautiful tour.
Well, you know what? A wise woman said to me today through a text message. She said, you know, I'm going to read it actually because it was beautiful.
Which woman?
I'm not going to mention her name, but she'll know who she is if she watches this video this long. All right, I'll tell you. It was Masha Sokol.
Oh, Masha.
So Masha, she reset me today, which I was thankful for because I was really riding a bummer. What she said is, don't worry, don't give up your show to attend ours. It's Memorial Day weekend, so they might have a big dinner crowd, and you might get a late start. Or you can come to our show, and we'll come to your show. And I said, yeah, and we talked a little bit. But then what she said that really kind of reset my brain was she said, it's hard during the winter, and the weather is terrible again. She goes, I think it'll get better once the sun comes out.
Oh.
And then she reminded me of a lyric in one of her songs that kind of made me emotional. She said, but haven't you seen how the river fills when the spring sun hits the hills? And I went, all right, Masha, you're right.
It's been like 40 degrees.
Yeah, it's all right.
All week.
You know, and I'm a pretty zen guy. I don't think a lot of you realize that.
It takes a lot for this to happen.
I have a song called Way Woo Way. I don't know if you know what that means. If you don't, go ahead and Google it. But anyway,
tell him.
Masha reset my zen a little bit. You know, she reminded me that it's okay to like be upset, but you can't stay upset. You know, it's like how the river flows, man. You gotta let it flow and let it go. And so that's what my portion in this video is today. Is it's me just getting out a lot of stuff I've been internalizing and compartmentalizing, and just, you know, we'll see where the chips fall, man. If I lose one friend, I'll gain 3. And I love y'all.
Yeah.
And I don't, I hope that the summer brings good things. And I think that Masha's right. I think that when the weather changes, the mindsets change, and the feelings change, and the vibes change. And we're riding a bummer right now, man. It's 47 degrees and rainy, and Masha's right. The sun hasn't come out in a couple weeks. It's been a little gloomy, and so we'll see how things reset here after the weather breaks.
Yeah.
So she's another tried and true. I absolutely love Masha, and you all should go see her at the Creek Bar.
Hopefully we can start a little
on
later.
Saturday. She starts at 7 o'clock, and she's playing with Eamon and Simon, who is the fucking badassest drummer in the Catskills. And I can't wait to hear the 3 of them and how they sound together. I think this is going to be a power trio, man.
Yeah, it's going to sound great.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with Eamon and Simon.
Dude, they're like the Catskill band assassins. Like if you want your band to sound awesome, just get Eamon and Simon.
That's half of the Halfway Decent album, which Halfway Decent has been out for almost 2 months now. Have you listened to it? Have you seen the new Me Without You music video? Did you know there's going to be a Halfway Decent music video dropping next month? Also, I need to build a monolith because I want to put a monolith in one of my music videos. So if you got any ideas for me, there's still a lot of good stuff. We're going to be okay. Thanks for listening to us rant. If you're still here, let us know you're still here.
And to all my homies in Bisbee.
Give us a little soul charge.
To all my homies in Bisbee.
I miss you so
Kevin and
much.
Jana at the Badassery have been having some badass shows on the rooftop lately. I know that the Cherry Springers played up there. I know that, who was it? Krista.
Yeah, Krista.
Yeah,
Krista played there.
Krista, she played up on the rooftop. So go and see Kevin and Jana if you're out there in Bisbee, because they're having some really good music lately up there. Get a pastrami burger. And
and also the Royale's been kicking ass too, man. Also, big shout out to
San
Mike
Diego Mike
over at the Royale. Was featured in 11:11, the final scene that was cut.
I love your little dirty paw cat.
That was cut from the movie. That was the very most important scene. Was shot at the Royale, and then also when I had the envisionment for Me Without You, I wanted it to just be on a stage with a spotlight and just big empty room, and
what cool
he
guy,
let
man.
he let us shoot there in the middle of the day, and I think the music video, it came out exactly how I envisioned it, and thank you, Mike, for that.
He's
You're tried and true.
Mike, you are a genuinely awesome dude.
Oh my God, I'm a little homesick for the second home. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm happy to. This is great. We're chilling in the graveyard right now, y'all. That's because that's how we feel.
Yeah, I'm sitting over here.
But it's beautiful. It's like I'm
sitting here next to my great grandma right now, chilling.
So with that, y'all,
I think Masha's right, man. I think there'll be a nice little
everything
mental
will be
reset
fine.
when the sun comes out.
It's just
riding a bummer, man. It was a shitty fucking.
We were up here, and then we went down here. So,
I got so overstimulated. I was hospitalized.
Well, you weren't like hospitalized. You went to the walk-in. It was, yeah. Hospitalized makes it sound like we had to throw you in a straitjacket because he was ranting too much.
I had to breathe through a nebulizer. That was fun though.
Yeah, I know.
It was good. It was weird because I said to the nurse girl, I was like, "So you just kind of hit it like a bong." And she was like, "Yeah, I guess you could say that. You just kind of breathe in and then breathe out." And I said, "Yeah, it's okay." So it's like there's no carb on it. You just breathe through it.
Yeah. So what do you say there, Mr. Moon? Anything else we got to go over? What should we call this video?
Just love each other, man. Just stop giving a shit about what everybody drinks, or what everybody wears, or what everybody thinks. Just think for yourself and get along with people.
And check your edits.
Yeah, check your edits. And like
it means a lot to people.
And check your hearts, man.
Yeah.
Check your hearts. Stop wishing ill will against people that don't feel the same as you. It's not nice.
Because you'd be surprised how much they probably feel similarly about certain things if you listen. And honestly, I can't think of anyone who watches our videos that I'm talking to right now. We're just kind of, thank you guys for hearing us out and ranting, being our friends. I know John Devine, he's probably sitting here.
Man, that meatball sub with Johan and Sebastian, stayed up and talked to those boys till 4:30 in the morning at the Wawa. That was like a back rooms kind of moment.
Yeah. Hang with Fatty.
Yeah, hanging with Fatty up in the high hills of Uvalde.
Hang with Mateo. Man.
Mateo out at the
What's up,
Richie,
Nick? Nick is out
Texas.
in North Carolina now.
Yeah, Nick's in North Carolina cooking on the beach now.
We got to figure out how
He
to
was
get back
hot
on
and
the
drunk
road.
when we met him in Alpine, though. He was having a
He's
rough
doing
time.
good now. I mean, his train got delayed like 13 hours,
He got
man.
stuck with us buttheads for, several hours.
And then I went in the van and just passed out. So, y'all, I think we'll wrap it up. This video is getting pretty long, and we could go on and on. Our next video...
Probably going to have to do a heavy edit on it.
No, there's maybe a few things, but I like to stay as, like I said, transparent as possible. This is the reality of Couple Wanderers' journey.
Psychopaths wish ill will on other people.
Yeah.
And people with empathy, they feel bad after they rage. And so at least I think I'm not a psychopath, because I kind of feel bad about some of the things I said. But I meant them all. So
like what? What do you feel bad about?
I don't know. I just feel bad when I get mad.
Yeah.
Anger
Makes you old.
Well, and the thing is old Pete out there in Fort Pierce, he said the reason that
84
years old, wearing a kilt, combat boots, had a fucking badass. He was punk rock, dude. He was the real thing. Like, he was
dancing on the chair during my show.
Did sound for the Velvet Underground, man. I talked to this dude for like a couple of hours.
I asked him what the secret was to getting that old and staying so young, and he said,
let it flow and let it go. Don't get angry.
Don't get angry. Angry makes you old.
He says,
if you have a job that you hate, quit it and get a new one.
He says it's not like,
and eat some grains.
He says it's not like you're not gonna get angry, but don't hold on to the anger.
Yeah.
And eat a lot of grains.
I need a lot of. That's what my dietitian said this week.
If anybody knows how to get a hold of Pete out there, let me know, because he's someone I want to really.
We could probably ask Joey, because Joey works at that venue, and I'm sure Pete.
He's got to have a home phone. I'd rather that anyway. I hate freaking emails. I have emails from 2019 I haven't checked.
I think one day I went through and I checked them with you, because I was like, oh my god, this venue and this venue, oh dude.
She cleans out my emails for me. Just call me. My number's on my business card, for Christ's sake.
Just call him, yeah. So if you're still watching this,
but text me first and tell me who it is, or I won't answer.
Let us know if you have any similar feelings in the comments below, and also please hit subscribe. We're a growing YouTube channel. It would be really wonderful if this thing could help us tour. I do want to say thank you. We did reach 1,000 watch hours of all time, but 808 watch hours in just 1 year, and you need to get 4,000 watch hours within a year to freaking monetize, which I feel like it's impossible, but
well, it's not impossible if you want to buy your people, but we're not buying.
We're not buying anyone, no. Well, no, because it is possible, because there's a lot of people like Yasko built his channel off of just being a goober around in the woods,
Well, you don't know the backstory of people.
I don't know the backstory.
Like, we don't have our own candy company. We don't have sponsorships. We don't have rich parents. We don't have a trust fund. And
we have very little. If you knew how little we had, you'd be like, oh.
The last thing I'm going to do is sell our integrity by buying 5,000 invisible people from India to watch all of our videos in one day and get us up to 4,000 watch hours. That is shady as shit, and you should be ashamed of yourself if you do it. I'm proud of. There's a lot of YouTubers that I'm super into, man. And there's this one kid. Yeah, like, I don't remember his name, but he's got this candy called Joyride, and to watch him.
His videos are great.
Yeah, man. And you got people like Mr. Beast, and you got people like Beard versus Food, and they started like, and then there's Pembroke, right?
Yeah.
Pembroke, who started when he was 10 years old.
Yeah.
And
he finally got his million followers.
Man.
Yeah,
it's like that's cool, man. That's cool. And you know what? I can say maybe with 100% accuracy that none of these dudes ever bought watch hours. I don't think they've ever bought
But you know what you can do?
subscribers.
You can throw on one of our playlists. I've made plenty of them for you. You can put our playlist on and just let it roll. And the videos are long enough that you might get us 10 watch hours just by putting one on while you're going about your daily business. You can mute it. I don't care. But it helps a lot.
You know what, Mr.
And it
Beast,
helps put you into an algorithm that maybe will find more music lovers and travel lovers. You know, like that's
Mr.
we're
Beast
looking
gets
for
a,
we're
gets
looking
a
for a
little,
people.
Mr. Beast gets a little hate. I don't know, but you know.
Mr. Beast has always kind of annoyed me.
Well, but the thing
I'm
is,
just gonna be
you know,
real, like
Mr. Beast made his own company.
yeah.
You know what I mean? He made.
I got to figure out how to make the LLC. We want to legitimize you next month.
You know, love him or hate him, dude. He's a guy who built a, you know, $1 billion company. You know, I've never had his chocolate or anything like that, but you know, I admire what these guys do on YouTube. YouTube is a totally different world than TikTok.
Yeah.
You know, and so you hear the backstories of these YouTubers that, you know, built these companies, and it's like, yeah, people,
cool.
yeah, and people they throw a lot of shade, and I think a lot of that is jealousy. You know, they see these people succeeding.
Dude, I mean, some of them
And-
make some bank, and it's like then it allows them to make better videos. You know, it's like it's pretty. It's
Well, you know
cool.
what they do? You know what I noticed that they do the other day? I was watching that one dude with the Joyride candy. They support each other,
Yeah.
and that
Imagine
is,
that.
Yeah, imagine
Artists
that.
supporting each other.
Imagine that shit.
Well, I see a lot of that in
Yeah.
Bisbee and in Florida.
It's like they support each other.
Although Bisbee's I've seen some scuffles in that community as well.
They lift
but
each
what do
other
you
up.
do?
They
I
don't-
think it's entertaining, but
They don't do a 4-hour gig and get paid $60. You know, they don't.
I miss Julia and Michael.
I do too, man.
Julia, thanks for hearing me rant all week. Julia was on the text line with me all week going through this shit, and you were just one of my best friends. Thank you.
I messaged Michael today because he put a little clip up on,
Yeah.
and it was funny because,
They've been in the studio.
well, I was at this party like back in '93 in the Hollywood Hills. I don't remember what it was for, but it was like some New Year's Eve party, and he happened to post this little clip of them in the studio, and I had a flashback, man. I had a flashback of waking up the morning after this party, and it felt just like I was there. I was like, whew. And I hadn't thought about that morning since, like, you know, New Year's Eve 1994, when I woke up and went, whoa. I'm looking around, but Michael, the little snippet that he posted today on his Instagram,
Like a little flash.
yeah, it was like a little flashback of that. I was like, holy shit, he was there too. You know, I mean, I don't know if he was, but
Man, it was crazy. Oh, sorry. I mean,
no, go ahead. That was all.
last week when we were at open mic, it was so busy I didn't even get to play, and but I was sitting there while
I played, but I couldn't hear my freaking voice or guitar.
Well, I was sitting there while Turkey Tales was playing, and they were doing that one song that's in like Pulp Fiction, and I was sitting in the back of the room because I had a headache, and I was just not feeling social, which is not kind of unlike me, but I'm kind of an extroverted introvert and vice versa. So I'm sitting in the back of the room, and I felt like I was in like a rolling credits. Like if that whole 6-week tour was a movie, it was like these credits were like rolling over me to like, and like, you know, like in those movies where it's like it's showing you the actors who were in the movie, and it's like everyone's faces from on tour were like popping into my head like it was like an end screen of a movie. And like Julia and Michael from the Lollybombs, and like just some blip of us hanging with them, or like,
Yeah, we departed the library, man.
so I'm emotional, and I yeah, that's I'll leave it at that. You want to see me get emotional, watch the walk around at the inn at Castle Rock video. I couldn't even watch it. I was too much for
Chris
this.
and Marcia, Amanda.
So with that, thank you for watching this long, lengthy video. If you're still watching, if not, we're just getting things off our chests and talking to the YouTube void, whatever.
Yeah, if you want to come out and see us tomorrow at New Memories, we'll see you there. If not, oh well.
Maybe
Whatever.
the Dale.
You don't have to come out and see us.
and hopefully
at
in
least,
Bisbee.
go out and see Frank Hurricane.
Yeah.
And the
Well-
Creatures. Holy shit, the Creatures are playing.
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm so psyched. I love that
I'm
band.
trying to be psyched. I'm really trying.
I mean,
I'm
you know,
trying to get my
That's the
psychness back
thing is,
up.
I get psyched because I love these people, man. I just,
I just feel like I got kicked.
Yeah, I get kicked in the balls, dude.
So, we love y'all. Thanks for watching these videos. If you want to support the journey, we got the support the journey page down there. We might need to do something about this van. I really don't know what we're going to do.
Fuck you. You know who you are, and peace out to the rest of you.
All right, y'all. We love y'all.